Hello, everyone. All right, we're going to be doing the next level. Yay! At this point, I do know I am getting ready to build my dissection table. Mostly because I'm trying to figure out how to get the transplant working. I don't really want to take chances with it. Around this point, I actually did try the transplant and it failed, and I deleted that save. It's true. I'm a little embarrassed to admit it, but I did. It's not a big deal. I added the dissection table because honestly, I really dislike how some of the things in this game don't give you the option of how to say that, going back and cleaning things up. I don't know how to say it better. Anyway, the gist is I'm looking at the game and I'm thinking, I really wish I could just, practice shooting at a target range instead of in the middle of a battle or hunting an animal all over the map. Oh, that's right. The caravan animals are trying to escape. Stupid muffalos. I don't know if I noticed it at this point. I think I did because I'm staring at the broken walls. Yeah. Seeing that I'm going to go, okay, let's go ahead and repair these. You stupid muffalos. Oh, but I don't know why. Those are the caravan muffalos. The caravan left. See, I caused some really weird glitches. The caravan left, and the muffalos are now considered trapped, even though I didn't sell those muffalos. Yes? Those are just the caravan. Like, they came with the caravan. And they're here with the caravan. And for some reason, they are stuck. And I'm going to have to deal with it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, at this point, I don't think I realized. I'm just like, why are they trying to smash my wall? That is really annoying. I do know to tear down the wall. But anyway. Life. Trying to figure out how to do this. Because she lost a lung. Poor Johnston. Every single bad thing happened to poor Johnston. Seriously, they had a target painted on their back. I would also note, there, if you scroll back or when I zoom out again, you'll see that my gardens are now surrounded by wall floors. I was really experimenting with the concrete floor, because it's a low-cost, cheap resource. It doesn't consume much resources, and I was thinking it would be effective to doing things. And I wish I had just done regular walls. Honestly, I really wish I had done regular walls in all of those spaces. The fact that I didn't kind of upsets me, and I really wish I had done things differently. Oh, yeah, see, now I'm trying to figure out, see, this is where I realized the fire actually burned over my sidewalk. And I was just like, okay, not exactly sure how that happened, but it set the wires on fire because they were exposed, the wires. So, yeah, at that point, I'm just like, okay, well, we have officially got a problem here, because if that means every time I have exposed wire, it can burn, I'm going to need to bury it under a wall. Which is what I'd been doing up until this point. And then I thought, if the concrete floor can do the same job as the wall, it's cheaper to use the concrete floor. But the resources required don't make it actually viable as a strategy or anything. And I'm like, oh, hey, the wall's gone. Yay! Let's build it up again. Hum-da-dum-da-doo. Yep. Anyway, see, I'm starting to think about the deep drill. Yes, I'm starting to think, okay, where do I want this deep drill? How do I want to set it up? How am I going to power the deep drill? And that's where I'm just like, another advantage to building lots of walls is, guess what? The walls are going to be everywhere, and you can put power lines under the wall, and the power line will never have a problem if the wall is fireproof. I think that is safe. I always use brick. I'm sure plasteel it would be fine, or uranium would be fine. I've never done it because I've never done it. I always use brick. I think brick is plentiful as a resource. It's not the best choice per se, but I mean, it's easily available, viable, yada, yada, yada. No corpses. Anyway, because I always use brick, because I always use brick, I assume that it applies to the plasteel at least, because I think plasteel is fireproof. I say with a question in my mind. But anyway, brick walls, you won't have problems with your wiring. Wood walls, they will start fires. Really bad fires. Like everywhere. Constantly setting everything on fire. Well, how much? Oh, I'm at that point where I start running low on components because I forgot components are in the walls. Yeah, I think I am there. Around this point, I reached a point in the game where I forgot how to get my components, and I'm trying to okay, where do I get more components? Then I remembered you can just dig them out of the ground. Sigh. I'm like, I really want that eyeball. Then I go for that. Okay, here we go. Is this the video where Johnston dies? This might actually be the one where I do the surgery and Johnston dies. At which point you guys get to see the restart. I don't know. Johnston does die around this point, and I remember just being like, you. Anyway, expletive. Yeah. Johnston just had so many problems. All right. Successfully gets... No, it failed. I really have a question here, because honestly, I'm not sure how you can fail to extract someone's lung and the lung is still intact at the end of this. I mean, I'm not complaining. Yes, it's totally the reason my character doesn't die. But yeah, I mean, seriously, I am not sure why the game lets it. Anyway, if you build a big zone like the one right here on the map, yes, instead of doing it into 4 sections, you just do it 1 section and a big wall around it. The fire can destroy a lot of territory, it's true. But there is actually a very real limit on how much damage the fire can do. And if you look, I'm already doing 3 wide, and honestly, I don't know if 3 wide is enough to really help with fire, or just maybe help. But I mean, if I'm doing 3 wide, I'm already consuming 3 metal per 3 metal per vertical tile, which is almost as much metal as stone. I think that's clear. So if I want to do a pathway around the garden, yes, I need 3 tiles of pathway. Anyway, I think that's clear. And the way I've got it right now, I'm using so much steel to build the floors. It's really not that much more efficient than just putting down 4 bricks and having a wall. Plus 4 bricks with a wall, it doesn't cause other problems like your electronic wiring stuff to burn, which is just a huge added benefit. Anyway, yeah. Let's see, what else? Nothing. Yeah, poor ET is doing rough there. I wish I could say I caught this person because I really wanted to do something nice for him. See, I keep looking at that bionic eye. I'm like, oh, I want that eye. I think at this point I'm trying to decide, do I get to keep that if he dies and I dissect his corpse? Or do I have to take it first? Yeah, I know. I'm a nice guy. Anyway. I don't know. I was going to swear I'd have another surgery here, but I guess not. Anyway, I am setting up. See, that's my heal route. See, you want smaller sections for your heal route because they take longer to grow, and you honestly don't need that much. You really don't. Heal route kicks butt. I don't know why you really need the advanced medicines at all. Honestly, they're not difficult to get. I know that. I'm not saying they are difficult to get, the advanced medicines. I know you can technically only make the regular medicine, not the Glitter World, but you can install a mod to get the Glitter World one. And I know a lot of people use it, or at least I think a lot of people use it. But I mean, see, herbal medicine just really is so flat out amazing. It really kind of fixes so many problems without actually having to do anything. And I'm looking at that zone, and I'm just like, I have way too many muffalos, and I'm still not consuming that much food. They're a plague upon my fort. Like an absolute plague. They are just consuming so much time. I don't have time for my people to do other things. It's all Johnston does is deal with those stupid animals. Totally not worth it. Totally not worth it. I really, really don't like animals in this game at all. Taking care of them, it never pans out. They are too high maintenance. Maybe if you had like a huge fort and you were secure and you didn't have to worry about raiders and you had some reliable way of feeding them and keeping them safe and yada, 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 it's worth it. Maybe. But I mean, that would assume you have like a fort of like 10, 13 people. And I honestly see that's the whole issue. It's like per unit of effort, per unit of time, animals are just way more. And while the training should work at a glance, honestly, it does not work the way I think they built it to work. And I do not like the mechanic at all. See, I got tons of clothes. That's nice. But now I know you can use cotton to do that. And now that I'm using cotton, I'm just like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make hats. And they just take up so much space. If a mod maker is listening to this, you want a good mod idea? Clothing rack. It's going to be big. They're called closets. Seriously, guys. Why are clothes the only thing that takes up that much space? No one in the real world stores that much stuff into such a small space. Yeah, the guy goes berserk. That's a sandstone door. I just realized I had already upgraded the door at some point, and I didn't realize it. Poor E.T. He's screwed and doesn't even know it. Like, he is so never getting out of there. Oh, he did! Oh, no! I have cut that guy open so many times. He doesn't have a chance. I wish I could say he does. But, let's be clear. He doesn't. No, not even a little. We are just going to tear him a new one. And he's going to go down. I'm mostly actually worried I'm going to kill him, to be honest. I know you can remove his legs to slow the prisoner down more. I actually did think about it around this point. I did not. Mostly because I really didn't want to lose the guy too easily. See, I'm really worried about his health. I'm just like, okay, he's bleeding, he's going down. I don't want this guy to die. Please don't die. Ooh, hit him. And we're good. Yeah. Anyway, I really like the idea of those forts. Like, way back in the day, I think that was the only serious gameplay I did, because I really liked the idea of harvesting people's organs and then selling them. But it's honestly not practical at all. And while it's a fun, novel idea, it really doesn't function very well. So yeah. See, I'm going to save at this point. Yep, I got saves. I know playing it on Iron Man is something people appreciate, yada yada yada. But yeah, I don't want Chase doing it. Stop. You are not doing surgery, sir. Stop playing like you are. Yeah. 5 is good enough, but not for surgery. The rule of thumb is what? Under 5 is not that good. Over 5 is good enough to See, I did surgery on him. And they're angry. I didn't really think that through, honestly. See, I'm looking for the lung. I'm like, I don't see a lung. Euthanized by cut? Oh my goodness, that's so evil. Oh, man. I really didn't think it through because for some reason I thought, harvesting the guy's lung isn't going to be like considered a bad thing. I'm not really sure why I didn't think that. I mean, the moment I get the negative multiplier because of it, I'm like, okay, actually this kind of makes sense. I really, really should have thought about it. And see, I use the fancy medical kits there, but a little bit of the herbal medicine ones. I really should just do the... See, I don't know. I don't know how much better... You know what? We are going to open up my browser and totally have stuff happen in the background while I'm talking. And, I'll be like, oh, holy crap, what happened to my fort? We're going to open it up, though, and we're going to see. RimWorld Wiki, because I want to know. Is there a difference between the herbal medicine and the regular fancy medicine? I know the medicines have different value, but I don't know what that value is. I'm going to now look at my fort and see if it's burned down. Oh, no. Research. Yep, see, I'm starting to look at the medical production. And I'm right in here, I'm thinking, it's worth looking into, but I don't know how. Okay, there we go. Potency. No medicine is 0.3. With medicine, herbal medicine is 0.6. With regular medicine is 1. Glitter World is 1.6. Oh, you get better medic XP from... Okay. Well, there is apparently a difference. Herbal medicine is cost effective. Oh, I should check on my fort. Have you burned it down? No. See, they're taking care of those stupid muffalo and the mild rejection. I think the mild rejection is that whole quality thing. Maybe if I'd used only the fancy medicine, it would have been better. ? I'm like, ooh, a person. I really want new people in my fort. I don't know what their bio is. Slow learner, undergraduate, asexual. I don't know why I didn't keep this. Oh, they don't have any of the skills I want. Yeah. Dupe. Crafting isn't bad. I should have done it. Hindsight gets me every time. I'm just looking at it. Anyway. Herbal medicine is a cost-effective choice for treating injuries or minor illnesses with a maximum tend quality of 70%. Oh. It also combines well with the tend quality offset of hospital beds, which allow tending results above the normal max. If a sick colony's immunity is sufficient, herbal medicine can be used in the place of regular medicine. Under most circumstances, it is not practical for surgery, as the 60% chance means there's a good chance of failure, unless you're using a very, very experienced doctor. You use cloth neutramine at a drug lab to create a regular medicine. It takes 4 intellectual and 4 crafting. Yeah, I know that. Glitter World medicine is a stronger form of medicine used for care. Whoa! So there's some really ultra rare diseases that Glitter World medicine fixes. Okay. See, I'm totally trying to figure out this all works out. While I'm playing it, I'm like, okay, we're going to install some peg legs. Yep, there we go. I'm taking his legs. Oh, and his hands. Holy crap, I'm going full doctor horror. Oh, no. At the time I did all of this, I was honestly thinking there wouldn't be a problem because he's a prisoner and he just attacked our fort and we were seeing it as corporal punishment. Obviously, it did not go that way. The guy goes berserk, but he's only got one lung at this point. I don't know what he's going to do to anything. Seriously, he's got one lung. What's he going to do? Pork. I do feel sorry for E.T. Let me be clear. Like, I really do think I took things way too far, yada, yada, yada. But at the time, I was just... yeah. Sorry, I'm reading. Glitter World medicine is best used for surgery and bringing people back from the point of death, such as the plague. The plague? Like the bubonic plague? Plague is a disease that is rapidly fatal for humans. Huh. Penoxycyllin prevents infection. I have no idea what that is. Huh. Have I lost people to a disease before? Apparently there are diseases. And I can lose people to them. But man, you know, oh, this is going to be brutal. That poor guy. I feel sorry for E.T. right now. You know, if I could just let the guy go, it's like we'll let you live, but man, we're totally taking one of your lungs. He is, yeah. Poor guy. Oh no, man. I'm just like, yeah, we're just gonna let him die. This guy is just a mess. Poor E.T. He died. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that result. I feel a little bad for E.T. Only a little, though. I mangled that poor guy. Yeah. I will note, I also just let him sit on the floor and slowly die on the floor. Yeah, you know. There's where Johnston died. No? What just happened? I have to back up myself because 6th of August. I just jumped several days. That had to have been where Johnston died right there. So Johnston died in one timeline, and in another timeline, Johnston lived. This would be the Johnston lived timeline. I'm guessing that's it. The one time I think I reloaded is when Johnston died. Poor Johnston, we knew them well. But I mean, yeah. You'll notice I am almost predominantly using rice entirely because, like, as a resource storage perspective, rice is the easiest to use. It grows to full health very quickly. While you don't get as much resource per tile, the speed at which it grows and the fact you can just leave it sitting outside basically means, well, assuming you're not in a cold climate, yes, basically means you have like an eternal freeze locker storage thing going on. Yep, I finally built a chest set. Woohoo! Look at us. We're moving up in the world, guys. Oh, man. I really hate this fort's layout. I really hate everything about this fort. But I wanted to try and do a full complete, and I was trying to do it seriously. Oh, and someone asked me about why I'm doing the recording separately. When I did this, I was super busy in real life. And I was just having an awful time getting like the recordings running without problems. And so I was able to, by avoiding recording it, I was able to do this at other times when I would not normally be able to record. And that allowed me to basically, keep things running 24/7-ish. And the fort got finished much, much faster because of it. I don't know if you like that. I don't know if you dislike that. It's a thing, in my opinion. I don't know if I'd do it again. It's like, see here, right here. I've got much more time, and I'm actually thinking about playing a fort actively right now, like more live than not. And I'm like, I just can't rely on it. I just cannot rely on it. I just don't have that consistency, that timing, yada, 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 that I need in order to be like, oh, yeah, I'll totally do it right now. Here's where I finally build a place to store my chunks. Why do they call them chunks? Can anyone answer this for me? Seriously. I'm just going to say it, because calling them chunks is kind of chunky. I don't know how to say it. Kind of chunky. Chunky works. We'll go with chunky. I really don't know what I was thinking there. I really don't know. I'm so freaking confused. Yeah. Let's see. My recording is off. Ooh. Actually, it's not as far off as I thought it was. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Here I was thinking I was going to be way off from the timing perspective. We're wrapping this video up. If you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, I don't know. Honestly, I think the people that watch this are watching it, and they're my regulars. So awesome, guys. By the way, I have to mention it again. I saw someone, I had 2 of these videos, and they had 7 views each. And, that doesn't sound exciting, but those 7 views appear to have been, I haven't seen the actual analytics yet. It takes a while to get that. But it appears to have been the same 7 people. So you guys rock. Thank you very much for watching my fort. You have no idea how much that actually made me feel better. I am serious. Like, it's a considerable time investment on my part. If I was doing this all at the same time, it wouldn't be as bad. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm totally like doing multiple things while I'm recording this and watching it. So, don't feel too bad. And that's kind of the whole point. By splitting the playing and the recording, I'm able to do more stuff while I'm recording, and you guys don't notice unless I tell you. Whoop. There's the end, guys. Have a good one.